Hey y'all, this is Rodney Parker, and I'm a gear jamming, tire smoking, truck driving, honky tonkin', whiskey drinking son of a gun. And these are my views. These are my reasons. This is my show. Welcome to the Rodcast. Hello everybody, I'm Rodney Parker, irreverently known as Hot Rod, and coming to you from beautiful Honky Tonk Manor, pleasantly situated in Beulaland, Michigan, USA. Thank you for joining me today. Today's topic is Trump and racism, okay? Now, a lot of people, particularly leftists, are lying to the masses and saying that Donald Trump is a racist. And they're appealing to people's primal fears, citing that he wants to ban Mexicans from coming to the United States. He wants to ban Muslims from coming to the United States. And, you know, among whatever other tripe that they can vomit. But I'd like to remind you that the best way to discover things is to actually look for things, okay? And the best way you can do that is go directly to the horse's mouth and look for anything that Donald Trump has said specifically that you would be led to believe he is a racist, okay? Because Donald Trump, I think, has as many, if not more, blacks and Latinos and multiple diversities working in his campaign, including his national spokesperson, okay, Katrina Pearson, who happens to be half black. He has multiple endorsements from the likes of Herman Cain and Dr. Ben Carson, of course, who was another presidential candidate in this cycle on the GOP side. So how could he be a racist when he has all of these people of color, multiple religions and multiple ethnicities working for him, okay? And these people are working for him for a couple of reasons, okay? So the first reason you're going to naturally assume, oh, they're getting paid, they're making Skrilla, okay? Well, of course they are. Nobody's doing it for free except for me, all right? And that's one, but the other is these people are ideologues as well. Their philosophy is in line with what Mr. Trump is promoting, and that's why they're there, okay? They're not all sellouts or whatever. Mr. Trump has a proven philosophy. He has the proof to back it up to the tune of $10.2 billion. He's not a failure. He gets these things done. He believes what he says, and people know that, and they believe what he says too, and that's why he is overwhelmingly on the GOP side, the front runner. And I'm not talking by a small margin. I'm talking by millions of people who support him over the next candidate in line, which would be Ted Cruz. So you can't possibly promote, in my view, anything that's going to stick or anything that people are going to see as a reasonable statement or anything that will affect reality as Donald Trump being a racist when the objective reality is quite literally the opposite. People who have known him for years and years, decades and decades even, know that he's not a racist. On top of that, this issue about, him being against women and things of this nature, I don't think Donald Trump has a problem with women. He obviously likes women, okay? Take that for what it is. But he has also, in his businesses, promoted many, many women to executive and oversight positions. And during eras like in the 70s and 80s, when other businesses or corporations weren't doing the same, Donald Trump put women in charge of the construction, the oversight of the construction of many of his skyscrapers, and in many executive positions within his businesses and organizations. So it's all a bunch of hogwash. But if you want to know who Donald Trump is, as far as being a racist and as far as being a woman hater, you need to look no further than his family, okay? A lot of people were comparing Trump to Hitler, okay? I've got news for you. Adolf Hitler wanted to kill Slavs. He wanted to kill Jews, okay? Donald Trump just had a half-Jewish grandchild, Ivanka, and her husband, who is Jewish, okay? And Melania, who is also a Slav, okay? She's Slavic, okay? So that pretty much rules out the Nazism, Hitler, type of orientation, But, I mean, there's those allegations that are going up on the other side as well that, Hillary has many things that, she could be associated with Hitler. The parallel that says, if you have nothing to hide, you have nothing to worry about. That's a Goebbels quote that, that Hillary also came up with on her own accord. The greater good is more valuable than, your individual freedom. That's another one straight out of the Nazi regime. I believe that one as well is from Goebbels. But, these people go overboard with these labels, racist and everything else. And it's just absolute, utter nonsense. Absolute BS, okay? So there's nothing to it. There are so many people that are supporting Donald Trump who are Latino, who are Asian, who are black, African American, and even, believe it or not, folks, Muslims, okay? There is a group out there called Muslims for Trump, and how could you possibly be a racist or acknowledge or think that somebody's a racist when you're promoting them, when you're leveling support and accolades for their platform, okay? Donald Trump doesn't want to ban people from coming into this country. That includes Mexicans, that includes Muslims. He wants people to come into the country, but he wants them to come in legally, and he wants to make sure the people who do come in don't intend to do evil, to do us harm, to hurt our country, to hurt our families, okay? So it's called being smart, to borrow Mr. Trump's words. Vote Trump. And thank you for joining me again for the Rodcast today. Again, I'm Rodney Parker, irreverently known as Hot Rod. Thank you and goodbye.